Welcome back to Ferris Sports Update. Time to check in with Ferris State Hockey, joined by senior Liam MacDougall, and welcome to the show, Liam.
How's it going, Rob? Happy to be here.
Hey, obviously nice, I know, for you guys just to be back in action here after all that took place over the course of the past year. What's it been like to have maybe more of a normal start to the season?
Yeah, definitely something that we're all, not taking for granted. Last year, like you said, was kind of difficult, for a lot of guys, and as always, whenever you can get fans back in the building, that obviously just makes the atmosphere better, and with that, parents are able to come to games and stuff like that. So it's obviously something we're very fortunate for, and happy it's kind of back to normal right now.
Obviously here through the first 2 weekends of the season, maybe not the results you wanted, but in terms of the play on the ice, what's it been like knowing that you're certainly taking strides in the right direction?
Yeah, I think already, everybody that is on the team and that was on the team last year, I think we all kind of have the feeling that it's going to be a lot different year than last year. We're all very confident in that, and I think the start that we've had, even though we are only 1-3 right now, I think our start to this point kind of dictates that, and it's something that we're all excited for.
So go to the highlights of this past weekend, home and home with Western Michigan, and obviously an in-state rival, tradition between these two schools that goes back a lot of years. Yeah,
it was definitely fun to play the first game in Kalamazoo. The atmosphere is always really great there, and I mean I've been here for 5 years now, and it's still one of my favorite places to play. And it was kind of unfortunate, not the result that we wanted, but I think even from this game there were some positives that we could take away from it.
Obviously here a highly contested first period, had some opportunities, neither team able to score until we'll see them finally get a goal in the final minute of that first period.
Yeah, it was kind of back and forth. This is our goal right here. One thing that has to change, we took far too many penalties on Friday, and that's something that our coaching staff preached to us, and it was something that I think we did a better job of on Saturday in cleaning up.
Obviously here in the second period, 1-0 game for a lot of the way again, and maybe some things that you guys did well here in this contest on the road.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, there were definitely some positives. I think with the limited number of shots that we had, I thought we at times still kind of produced some good in-zone offense, like right there. Brad Merrick has a chance, and I think it's just another key problem that we had, and that game was just very poor, defensively structured, and just not really getting pucks out. I mean, that's on us, and that's something that our coaches also let us know.
I know you mentioned Brad Merrick, one of those guys, a lot of young guys, and some of them seeing their first action here in a road environment in a Bulldog uniform.
Well, yeah, it's something that, we talked to them after, and they were all, super excited, and even beforehand they were excited. But, I mean, we told them what the atmosphere was going to be like, and I think all of our freshmen have done a great job adapting to the college game.
Obviously, 4-0 final in that first game. Then you had to come back home and try to turn around the next night with the trip back home. What's it like maybe going from one site to the other and knowing that you got to play again the next night?
Yeah, I think with those home and homes, it's crucial to kind of stay focused because we have a very quick turnaround, like you said. And I know in this game we kind of got a little bit of a wake-up call from our coaches, and we knew that overall we didn't really play to our potential on Friday, and that was something that we wanted to change on Saturday. And I think as you can show through the highlights, I think that's something that we kind of succeeded with.
As we go to the highlights here on Saturday night, and obviously nice to be back at home and got off to a great start with a couple early goals here in this first period.
Yeah, for sure, and that save by Logan there, he's kind of been a rock for us so far in these 4 games, and that was crucial to make that stop for us. This is a great play by Marshall Moyes, just getting it on net, quick shot, and then this game we did a far better job. Even though we were still taking penalties, just really good job blocking shots throughout the whole 60 minutes.
Ethan Stewart with the goal right there, kind of brought the crowd to its feet. You had a 2-0 lead after one period, but certainly Western Michigan, the type of opponent that you knew was going to challenge for the entire 60 minutes.
Yeah, and we knew that on Friday, so we knew what we were going into on Saturday. We know no lead is safe with a skilled team like this, and like you said, that was a great goal by Ethan to kind of make it 2 for us. This was kind of a set play that they ran, which they got their first goal on. But yeah, they have a lot of fight back in their team, and that's something that we kind of handled in the first 2 periods.
Obviously, this game here on Saturday night, game in terms of the total shots where it was much more even than maybe it was on Friday night.
Yeah, and I think it was just overall we kind of competed just overall a lot harder, and I think we still had some defensive mishaps, but I mean this was a very character game for us coming back. Ended up getting the lead again with 7 minutes left.
Obviously here Western Michigan never really went away, and we'll see them get the tying goal right here, and then another goal here to win it down the stretch. How important is it to maybe maintain your confidence after a tough finish like that to this game?
Yeah, I think that's the most important thing, Rob, is making sure that everybody knows that we are right there, and it's gonna take a little bit of time to kind of get in the routine of winning and knowing what it's gonna take every single week, and trying to close out those games. And yeah, it was kind of heartbreaking there with to allow 2 goals in the last 3 minutes, but I think we just need everybody to keep stay even keel, keep a good head on their shoulders, and know that we're gonna be all right, and hopefully we can show that in 2 weeks from now when we take on St. Thomas.
Obviously, these first 2 weekends against Miami and Western Michigan, how much did those types of games prepare you for the start of CCHA play?
Yeah, it's always nice playing some out-of-conference games early to start the year. You can kind of iron out the wrinkles before the conference play starts, and both with Miami of Ohio and Western, those are very good teams, and they were highly competitive games, and I think will kind of pay off once the season starts.
Obviously, a bye week this week gives you some time to prepare before you open CCHA play against St. Thomas. First ever matchups out in Minnesota coming up on October 22nd and 23rd.
Yeah, it's we're all excited to get out there. It's like you said, they're a new opponent, and we're excited to hopefully get a couple wins out there and start the CCHA season off on the right foot.
Obviously, throughout your career, you've been playing in the WCHA, now the CCHA. What's it like going into a new league? A lot of familiar opponents, but a new league in terms of the history and tradition that the CCHA had so many years ago.
Yeah, we know that when the Ferris team in 2012 went on their run and made it to the Frozen Four final, that they were part of the CCHA then, and it's definitely something that we're taking a lot of pride with. Like you said, there's a lot of familiar teams, but I think I like knowing the history, like you said, and knowing what the conference was like, and the kind of history that they've had over the tenure of the CCHA is something that we're all aware of, and very excited for this season.
Well, Liam, enjoy the bye week here, and looking forward to the start of CCHA play coming up October 22nd and 23rd at St. Thomas.
Sounds good. Thanks, Rob.
Thanks for being with us. We'll be back with more Ferris Sports Update right after this.